Okay, Connie Morgan with Amps Dallas, and we're here at Temple Baptist Church in Duncanville, Texas. And we have...
I'm McDonald with Artist Bootcamp.
Two-time Stellar nominated gospel announcer Shanon Jay, Pevin 97, KHVN Dallas, Fort Worth.
My name is Frankie Wilson, host of a nationally syndicated Inside Gospel, CEO of Vision Media.
And I'm Norris J. I am the CEO and founder of I&J Music.
How you guys doing this evening?
Doing great.
Wonderful. Good.
Great. One of you guys want to tell me a little bit about this event that's going on here today?
Sure. Well, we have what's called the first annual Extravaganza Artist Showcase being put on here by Temple Baptist Church and the Ari Music Group. We've been assembled together to help offer some critical information to help some of these young, up-and-coming, aspiring artists, help them in their journey to becoming artists, following it as a career, or helping them to make the decision whether it's may not be the thing they want to do going forward. So we're excited about it. I know I'm excited about it because we don't often get enough opportunities to speak one-on-one and give some very distinct, no holds bar information to them, so that's the nicest way I could put it.
That was very nice.
Thank you. Yeah,
Very,
I tried.
very PC.
You did.
Thank you so much. I
You
tried.
did.
And Mr. Ron, we want to start with you today.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your title, and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Okay, I am the president and CEO of Artist Bootcamp, and what we do is develop artists. In the old days, when music was generated, you had an A&R group that would develop artists before they put them on stage. So we've taken that model and turned it into a business. I think artists are developed and not born. So we have to train them, teach them, give them the ability to create business plans. We look at it from a career perspective and not just from a money-making perspective. We're going to teach you how to build a career to make money for the long term.
Okay, Ms. Shannon, can you tell us a little bit about yourself for those of us who do not know who you are?
Well, I am a gospel announcer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, one of the only 24-hour gospel music stations here. I produce the Yolanda Adams Morning Show every weekday morning and a couple of other shows thereof, but formatively what we do as far as radio announcers, we play the artist's music. What they put out there, we have the opportunity to share it with the world. And so basically that's what I do. I also do interviews and things of that nature. So just kind of, the communication thing, but definitely radio is the thing, and that's basically what I do.
Mr. Frankie, back to you.
Yes, well, I own a company called Vision Media, VM Communications LLC. It's a content company. We create content for radio, television, print, web, and social media. And in that content that we produce, everything from commercials to email blasts, other marketing, we created something called Inside Gospel, which is the award-winning syndicated radio show that I host as well. And it pretty much is a merger of cultures and genres under the same one message, which is the same one Christian message. It's been a blessing not just domestically but internationally, as we have about 20 affiliate stations right now domestically in Canada and in South Africa as well. So I'm here to just spread as much information as I can to help these artists to know, because we're very selective, or I'm very selective when it comes to what I play. It has to meet a certain criteria, period. I don't compete with the industry. I have my own industry within my product. So in order to hear from this new age of media that follows after a lot of what I'm following after, that's what I'm here to try to help share.
Mr. Norris J.
Well, I actually wear a couple of hats. I am an inspirational hip-hop artist, gospel recording artist, gospel rapper, whatever you want to call it, as Norris J. And then as Norris Johnson, I'm the CEO, founder of I&J Music. Right now, Norris J is the only artist on a part of I&J Music.
Anybody have any advice for someone who's trying to get into this industry?
Yes.
Please.
Yes, yes. And where do we start? I guess the first thing for an artist to do is get educated. Anything that you go into, you need to learn how the business works. How do you get paid? how do you get into a contractual agreement with others? It's a relationship business, but it is a business. So you have to learn the inside of the business, not just focus on the music. And that's where artists get stuck. Music is a given. Your music must be good to get played on Inside Gospel. It already has to be that. So the business side of this industry is what artists need to learn first.
I was gonna say, you have to have good music to do anything in the music business. If your music is not up to par with as far as quality or anything like that, you're not gonna go as far as you think you can go.
To know your radio, know your markets, know what you're targeting towards, and if you're targeting a certain radio station or area, know that area, know your work, and that goes along with everybody else. But then there's a total package to it too as well.
I mean, you gotta look good.
You gotta look good. You gotta have something to sell. You gotta have something to sell, and you definitely have to know what you're doing. So basically, do your homework. It's a good one.
Yeah, definitely. It falls, all of these things I agree with 100%. And if I could sum it up, I would say it falls into the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you take the time to plan out what you're going to do the research, put in the hours to create something that's worthwhile, then and then the follow-up and consistency is so vitally important. Outside of the gift itself. Your gift makes room for you, and once the room is made, what do you do with that? God opens the door, you have to have the action to walk through it. But that action is where the preparation, where the work comes in, where the knowledge, the education comes in. So if nothing else, I agree 100% with everything that they said. That's what's needed, and that's what too many artists take for granted. A lot of them even know it, but they take it for granted.
One more thing.
Absolutely.
One more thing. Go to work.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
Work. There are no shortcuts in this business. You must work and be dedicated to it.
Absolutely.